The origins of tea. According to Chinese mythology, tea was discovered by Shenyang Shi, and his servants were boiling water for him, and dried tea leaves fell into the water. It infused and created a brown liquid. Fascinated, Shenyang Shi tasted the liquid and found it refreshing. He conducted research on the liquid, and his findings essentially helped popularize tea today. In the early 19th century, Japanese visitors to China were introduced to the values and traditions of tea. The Buddhist monk Dengyo Daishi is credited for bringing Chinese tea seeds to Japan, where he returned from his studies abroad. Tea became an integrated part of Japanese monastery life. Monks used to help stay alert during meditation sessions. By the early 1300s, tea gained popularity throughout Japanese society, but its early religious importance permanently colored the meaning and value of the Japanese associated with tea and directly influenced the Japanese tea ceremony.
In Korea, during the reign of Queen Sunduk and from the Tang Dynasty in China, Nokcha, also known as green tea, was imported from China. It was used as a medical herb and for ceremonies as well as spirit offerings. During the Goryeo Dynasty, tea became popular in Korea, especially with Buddhist monasteries. Production of Korean pottery increased since there was a high demand of tea ceremonies during the time. When King Sejong of the Joseon Dynasty passed away, Buddhist ceremonies were replaced by Confucian rites. Due to the connection of Buddhism and tea, tea was replaced by wine. By the end of the 16th century, the tea industry had struggled to survive in the war with Japan, which ravaged the southern provinces where tea production was centered. After that, Korean tea culture and the Korean tea industry had gone through struggle of survival due to the Japanese occupation, World War II, and the Korean War. Today, coffee has become more popular among Koreans than tea. Tea ceremony differences between China, Japan, and Korea. Japanese tea ceremonies are a highly formalized concept governing tea ceremonies and events. Every detail is carefully considered, from the utensils and dishes to the placement and use of each object. China is no different, but as the culture has been modernized, tea drinking has shifted away from such rigid structures. Chinese tea ceremonies in general are very lively and create a loud environment. Japanese ceremonies are performed in silence. However, it is likely this because of the Zen Buddhist roots of tea in Japan. The act of preparing tea is a meditative experience that must be done in absolute silence.
Tea ceremonies in China are often tied to celebrations, while in Japan they are tied to religious beliefs and practices. Differences are visible, but tea is so intertwined and influenced by both cultures. It's really difficult in determining such characteristics. And Korea has adopted both styles of Chinese and Japanese tea ceremonies, not too formal, and incorporate the dance-like hand movements China has with its ceremonies.